Okay, back in you go. Oh, hi guys, Once here, aka Shanna, and I'm here with another welcome report from yours truly. And I just finished watching a movie that I rented for Redbox. It's called Sing. Yeah, another production by Illumination Entertainment. I really love this movie, but sadly I have to return it to Redbox as of the time of this recording. So anyway, as you know, as of this month, it'll be my fifth anniversary of my webcam report. Time really flown by, hasn't it? I know that the first one that I made is actually William and Kay's wedding anniversary. I'll put my first webcam report in the description down below. So, yeah. So, without further ado, for 5 years and beyond, I'll get started. On Palm Sunday, which is the start of Holy Week, a bombing took place on several churches in Israel. This one occurred during a live telecast of the Palm Sunday prayer service. While all the people prayed, the bomb goes off and the live telecast ended abruptly. Some of the people ran out from the church and some investigate what's going on. They found out that some of the bombs were started under the pew. They concluded that ISIS were to blame for this terrible act. On January 20th, President Trump took the Oval Office and became Chief of Office. Since then, we kept watch on what he's doing during the first 100 days since he became president. There are some he accomplished over time, and some that have fallen through due to conflicts of opinion, and some that he's working on over the next 100 days and beyond. Now, President Trump has reached 100 days. We have many more things to do over the next 4 years of office. Are all the new media are going to stop talking about him after day 100? Probably not. For as long as he is president, everyone will keep a lookout on what he's going to do next. And I guess that is it. Wow. 2 minutes and 57 seconds. My, that's a really short webcam report. What am I going to do now? Maybe if I can read an excerpt from The Secret Garden. Hold on. It would take just a minute. Oh, The Secret Garden. It's gonna load just a minute. So, how are you guys doing on this fine day? Good? Better? Not really? You like Easter? I already have lots of candy, especially the chocolate ones. I really got those dark chocolate Easter eggs. Is this loading at all? Let me hold on. Wait, go back. Okay. Okay. The bus is still on. I don't know why it's not loading anything. Okay, so I'm on chapter 17. Yeah, I'm on chapter 17. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm gonna read up. She thought it was the middle of the night when she was awakened by a dreadful sound that she jumped out of bed in an instant. What is it? What is it? The next minute she felt quite sure she knew. Doors were open and shut, and there were hurrying feet in the corridors, and someone was crying and screaming at the same time, screaming and crying in a horrible way. It's Colin, she said. He's having another one of those tantrums the nurse called hysterics. How awful it sounds. She listened to the sobbing screams, and she did not wonder that people were so frightened that they gave him his own way in everything rather than hear them. He put his hands over his ears and felt sick, shivering. Let me flip it over. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, she kept saying. I can't bear it. Once she wondered if she could stop, if she dared to go in, and then remembered how he had driven her out of her room and thought that perhaps the sight over her might make it feel worse. Even when she pressed her hands more tightly over his ears, she could not keep the awful sound out. She hated them so, and she was so terrified by them that suddenly they began to make her angry, and she felt that she would not like to go into a flying tantrum himself and frighten him, as he frightened her. She was not used to anyone's temper but her own. She took her hands from her ears and sprang up and stamped her feet. He ought to be stopped. Somebody ought to make him stop. Somebody ought to beat him, she cried out. Just then she heard feet running down the corridor, and the door opened and the nurse came in. She was not laughing now by any means. She looked rather pale. She worked herself into hysterics, she said in great hurry. He'll do himself harm. No one can do anything with him. You come and try, like a good child. He likes you. He turned to me out of my room this morning, Mary said, stamping her foot with excitement. That stamp rather pleased the nurse. The truth that she had been afraid she might find Mary crying and hiding her head under the bedclothes. That's right, she said. You're in the right humor. You go to scolding. Give us something new to think of. Do go, child, as quick as you can. It's not until afterward that Mary realized that the thing had been funny as well as dreadful, as it is funny that all the grown-up people were so frightened that they came to the little girl because they guessed she was almost as bad as Colin himself. She flew down the corridor to the nearest screens, and the higher temper mounted. She felt quite wicked by the time she reached the door. She slapped it open with her hands and ran across the room to the four-posted bed. You stop, she almost shouted. You stop! I hate you! Everyone hates you! I wish everybody would run out of the house and let you scream yourself to death. You would scream yourself to death in a minute. I wish you would. Wow. A nice sympathetic child wouldn't have either thought nor said such things, but it just happened that the shot of him and them and yada 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 blah blah blah. I really like the drama part. If you scream another scream, Al said, I'll scream too, and I can scream louder than you, and I'll frighten you. I'll frighten you. He actually stopped screaming because he had startled himself. The scream would have been almost choked him. The tears were streaming down his face and he shook all over. I can't stop, he gasped his song. I can't. You can't, shouted Mary. Half that ails you is all your hysterics and tempers. There's hysterics, hysterics, hysterics. I had to do that. And she stepped each time she said, I felt a lump. I felt it, choked out Colin. I knew I should. I'll have a hunchback and I'll so die. She began to riff, I said no, H word again, and turning his face to stop the well, but he didn't scream. You did so, like Captain Daisy Mary fiercely. If you did, it was only a hysterical lump. Hysterics makes lumps. There's nothing the matter with your pour it back. Nothing back hysterics. Turn it over and let me look at it. She liked the word hysterics, but somehow had effect on him. He was probably like herself, but never heard it before. Nurse, she commanded, come here and let me show you his back this minute. The nurse, Mrs. Medlock, and Martha had been standing huddled together near the door staring at her, their mouths half open. Audrey gasped with fright more than once. The nurse came forward as if she were half afraid. Colin was heaving with great breathless sobs. Perhaps he will let me, she hesitated in a low voice. Colin heard her, however, and guessed between two sobs. Show her. She'll see then. It was just a poor thin back to look at when it was bared. Every rib could be counted and every joint at the spine, though Miss Mary could not count them as she bent over and examined them with solemn, savage little face. She looked so sour and old-fashioned that the nurse turned her head aside, stopped dimming, and to hide her twitching of the mouth. There was just a minute's silence, even for Colin to hold her breath while Mary lifted up and down her spine, up and down as she eternally had been the great doctor of London. There's not a single lump there, she said at last. There's not a lump as big as a pin, except backbone lumps, and you only tell because you don't thin. I got backbone lumps myself, and they used to stick out too, as much as you do, until I began to get fatter. And I'm not fat enough to hide them. There's not a lump as big as your pin. If you ever say there is again, I shall laugh. Wow. No one but Colin himself knew what the effects were. Crossly spoken childish words on him. If he had ever had anyone to talk about his secret terrors, if he had ever dared to let himself ask these questions, if he had childish companions and had not lain on his back in the huge closed house, breathing asthmatic fear, heavy with the fears of people who are most ignorant and tired to them, he would not have found out his fright and illness created by himself. But he had laid and thought to himself, and his aches and weariness for hours and days and months and years. Not that the angry, unsympathetic little girl insisted obstinately that he was not ill as he thought he was. Actually, he felt that he might be speaking the truth. Wow. Whew. They have lots of articulate words to read. It's better if I read them silently. So anyway, now it's 13 and 27 minutes. 14 minutes perhaps. Wow. I guess I read a lot on it for my new ones. Sorry I had to wipe my screen. I do spit a lot sometimes. So I guess I'll end it now. I read it for my 5th webcam report. Remember, my first webcam report is in the description down below. And don't forget to like me, subscribe me, or visit me on Twitter and Facebook, because that's where I mostly be all this month. So I better go. So until then, I'm La 135, aka Shanna, and I'll see you later.